What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the mother freaking welcome to the mother freaking afterlife, y'all. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How's it going? Let me check in on y'all, because like for you guys, again, it hasn't been that long, but for me, it has. So how y'all doing? How's it going? How's life? Are you in school? You know? Are you not in school? Are you a fucking restaurant owner? Are you a fucking entrepreneur right now? Like how's life going? Is life shit? You know, I just named all positive things. There's a chance life is absolutely shit right now. Is it shit for you too? I just wanted to check in and make sure y'all was good, because like, why not? Anyways, y'all see the title. I know, right? Like Vita Carnis. What the fuck could this possibly be about? I have no clue. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I have zero fucking clue what this could be about. All I know is I watched a snippet of it on Game Theory because their thumbnail is gold. Duh. Like, what the fuck is that on their thumbnail? If you're interested, go check the video out your damn self. But my guy Matt Pat, I check in with him all the time, bro, because he has all the good lore, all the good creepypasta, all the good analog horror. He has all the juice. So I found this. I watched about like 2-3 minutes of that little thing he posted, and I went to go find the guy, Darian Quilloy. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Darian Q. Y'all can go check him out. Don't worry. That will be in the description. But for now, we're watching the Vita Carnis Living Meat Research Documentary. Full footage, y'all. I have zero clue what we're getting into. I'm just gonna keep this stack with y'all, and we're hoping for some scares. I love a good analog horror. Bro. Let's go. Ew, what is that sound? That's low-key what spiders sound like when they're climbing the ceiling, and I don't like that. Federal law provides civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of this footage. Oh, it's one of those. Ooh, it's one of those, y'all. Let's get comfortable. This reminds me of the smile tapes, bro. I like a good spook. Any way, shape, or form.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years.
Facts.
Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments.
Facts.
From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms?
Yes. Enlighten us.
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931,
Damn.
there has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis.
What does
the
that
Carnis
mean?
species consume decaying,
And like
organic
real life
matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relative. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl.
Just
the
eat each
crawl
other,
is a
bro.
growth of meaty tendrils that closely
Humans
resemble
kill
the
each
small
other.
intestine. The
Pause.
only
Unalive
difference
each other.
being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi.
Ew. I already don't like
primary
those.
stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches. Each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings.
So they do have bones.
The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary.
Oh my god, my heart just sank into my ass. That was so clear as day. I heard it through the loud music in my ears. Okay. My cat's doing kickflips off a door. Cool.
For growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces.
Okay.
Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another mean, using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis. The dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and
I'm so
therefore
bad with
allowing
that.
solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Happy Juneteenth. I forgot.
Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance.
I'm recording it.
One may assume that the crawl's presence may
On
outcompete
Juneteenth.
any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well. The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms. The crawl is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality. The crawl may also be used as a food source for humans, and reliably so.
Let me put this mic down.
Due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
Facts.
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Facts.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings. Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball.
That's huge, though.
Its life starts with its
in my
separation
opinion.
from the crawl. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Although it is an omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
Okay, humans aren't involved.
Although its appearance is unsightly,
That's
it
disgusting.
is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching,
Kill
and
it.
hiding when threatened.
Absolutely kill it.
Because of its lack of
unalive it.
traits, it lies near the
We can't even
bottom
say
of the
kill
food
in the
chain,
internet no more.
making
That's
it
crazy.
easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by predators. Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Yeah.
The crawl constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl. Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Not that bad.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests.
This is cool.
Due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night.
This is cool.
Besides all of this, some people still keep trimmings as pets. and
No,
relatively domesticated.
no. You sicko. You sick fuck. You make this your pet? If I walk into your house and there was a trimming there, I can't promise that I'm not shooting your pet. That is disgusting. You know what? Somebody out there thinks that thing is adorable. You know what? Now that I think about it, Matt Pat is one of those dudes, bro. Like I said, he could see it turning into a plushie. That's about as far as I got into the video. That's disgusting, Matt. Now that I've seen what we're looking at.
Nuisance or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers, to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold. The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Okay. Okay, maybe trimming
The
isn't
meat
so bad.
snake.
I thought it like grew into this monster. Okay,
The
okay,
meat
okay.
snake is a worm-like creature,
Mhm.
made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane.
Disgusting.
Its size varies during its lifespan,
Like a
depending on
worm.
how much it consumes. When it first separates from the
That's
crawl,
gross.
it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
16
Although,
feet.
under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The
Oh,
meat snake allocates
okay,
its
that's
food
cool.
by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors
Like a
to
snake.
touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
Okay, like a snake, like a snake, like a
This
snake. It's okay.
process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it
Okay,
locates the
that's
corpse,
cool.
the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
Like a snake. Got it.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as
This
long
thing
as
looks
possible.
gross though.
After that, the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake. Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its
Kinda
own
cool,
skull,
low-key.
each corresponding to what that one has consumed.
Cubone, bro.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if
That's
needed.
disgusting, bro.
A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years.
Damn.
The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating. Interestingly, the meat snake is the only member of the Carnis family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms. Meat snakes can only be found in moderate
they're not
temperature
babies?
climates, not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes.
I mean, it's not killing
Humanity
live
will use them
creatures,
to
you know
our
what I mean?
advantage. Meat
Yeah.
snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products.
Facts,
The
in my
preserving
opinion.
fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease.
Okay.
They
Alright,
use
meat snakes ain't
in
that
butcher
bad.
shops as a waste bin, disperse
Okay.
roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased
Hey,
animals.
meat snakes are cool with me.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Facts.
Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself.
Disgusting,
It is
dude.
an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell. Our next creature is the mimic. The mimic.
Nah, vibe change, vibe
The mimic
change.
is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy.
No, you do
They
not look
greatly
like a human.
resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent
Bulging.
feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped.
Terrifying.
The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised
How
almost
many more?
entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
No, get it off the screen, bro. Stop.
Because of this, they are found solely around human-populated areas.
That made me feel uneasy.
The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin and only
Ew.
have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow.
Ew.
Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed,
Show
it
me.
will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning. Its hunting style changes and becomes much
That
more
is
complicated.
scary.
It now stalks and feeds only on humans.
Oh my
It will
god.
locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture. Once a target has been found, the
Furniture.
mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption. Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal.
It just ate me and did?
In the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that sounded so real! No, I have to hear it back. My heart is jumping. Dude, door knocks are crazy, dude.
There's a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in state, it will swiftly attack and...
The crazy thing is, the knock was over here, right? There's a door right here, bro. Two at that. Oh my god.
kill the helpless target.
Ah, chill. I just got scared. Chill. Lock in, Law. Lock in. Get it. Toughen up. Chill. What is it gonna do? What is happening? Stop, dude. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ew. 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 Whoa! Okay.
The next stage of the mimic's
Okay.
life cycle has two
I like
potential
that.
morphs it may develop into.
Oh my
If a mimic has
god.
a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features.
What is
It
this
will grow
shit?
Skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being. It now can blend entirely into
checking my
civilization
back,
and lure
bro.
other humans more effectively.
I can see myself, bro, and
The
I'm still
second type
looking
of morph
back.
happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food.
Mm-hmm.
It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter.
That looks
Its
familiar.
proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly
Ew.
durable, and
Okay,
increases
Luffy?
in strength the more the elder mimic consumes.
Oh no.
This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its
No.
skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity,
I'm on
nations around the world
edge.
have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings.
Thanks.
2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities.
Facts.
3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
Okay.
4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. You have a weapon. Do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attack. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture.
I like it.
A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and
Okay.
will move on.
Cap or true?
Be safe.
Because he
and
was
avoid
hiding in
any
the closet
encounters with
and
the
the
mimic
mimic
at
still
all
opened the
costs.
door. But also he had his
Next up,
flashlight on like
the
a bimbo.
The harvester. The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter.
Damn, it's big.
The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally.
Damn.
The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node, that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own.
Oh
It
wow.
uses the energy provided
This
by
is
its
so
mother branch
unique,
and
bro.
expands
What the
its reach
fuck?
further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting.
What?
Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the
Like
tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The
a
animal will
massive
be
Venus
unable to move due to
flytrap,
the
bro.
paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrient. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester.
Does it make it bigger?
This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Damn,
A
it
strange
played
behavior
you.
the harvester displays as its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The
Okay.
spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. 1. It could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time.
Fair,
Another
fair.
could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing
Ah,
a safe place where
this
prey
thing
may
is
thrive
smart,
and
bro.
lure more predators.
Smarter than
It
me.
truly is astonishing.
Damn,
Although
a
it is
plant's smarter than me,
spectacular
bro.
creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland
Rare?
forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% possible.
Oh my god.
The best thing you can do is
It's so
avoid
common and
encountering
it's
a
not.
harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rock. If you
Why?
find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects
That's
with considerable
terrifying.
heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands.
I want to see
distracting the
that
bulb
in
for a
like
moment.
real life. That
You will
looks
then
crazy.
slowly
That
begin
sounds
to do
crazy.
wide shuffles away from the bulb, if possible. Throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away. Just to be safe, continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way.
No, bro.
You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal. Next up is the host. The host of influence. The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event, not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms.
Okay.
Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
Oh, okay.
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some
Ew.
parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding.
Ew.
On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body
Oh
by
no.
being fired into the air.
Oh no.
These spores are
Alien.
hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Yeah.
Luckily, the host is
What
rare,
was that?
only found in North America.
Only.
Gaining info about the host is a very risky
That's
and
crazy.
daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The sores released by a host is
Yeah.
very dangerous when
I mean,
inhaled.
put on a
A
hazmat
host
suit.
will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distance. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
Oh.
An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the
That's
infected
scary.
organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you or
Fuck.
someone you know show these symptoms, contact Poison Control or
Fuck.
Emergency Services.
I know someone with these symptoms.
After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
Aw, shit.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will
That's
consume them and
malicious.
discard the leftover scrap. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Okay. See, that's livable, you know
If
what I
the
mean?
host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location. Their
I don't like
scarce
that.
numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monolith.
Is it getting stronger
monoliths.
and scary? Like, I don't know.
The monolith is a very new creature, only
Very
showing
new.
up in June of 1972
Okay.
in the area of. There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located
Ho
in a
shit, that's some
circular
ho shit right
position,
there.
1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds. The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each
Damn.
monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in. During this period, they were extremely aggressive.
No!
When the group of were making their way to the
Chill!
city,
Don't have to tell us then!
roared a deep bellow and swung its
Stop! I don't want to talk
appendages
about the
at
monoliths
team,
no more.
completely wiping them out.
They
When
can go.
military vehicles were dispatched.
On to the
Once
next.
they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
I'm scared. Hold my hand, guys. Hold my hand. Okay. This is not the monolith.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all.
I mean,
Ever
I just
since,
should be.
the monoliths stand silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings.
They haven't tried climbing
And
one?
finally,
I would have
the
climbed one.
last creature
I
on
mean,
this
I
list
wouldn't.
is-
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter.
This
The orb
is
has
eerie,
several
bro.
unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost
No,
all
I don't like
info
the
about
sound.
The singularity is hidden
No.
or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by
marvelous and majestic world that exists today, it's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the
Thank you
lives
for my
of
TED
these
Talk.
living meat creatures.
No! Why is it just a piece of steak? Hey, more to come. Hey, made by my guy Darian. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Okay, listen. Hear me out. So I recorded it. I'm probably not gonna upload it, right? I recorded another one of these. Like I reacted to I don't remember what it's called, y'all. Fuck the 21-minute length one, whatever. I watched that one. I ain't gonna lie. I gave it a 2. I think I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, and then I gave it a 5 out of 10, but a 10 out of 10 for creativity or whatever, right? But this was a masterpiece. This was good. I got juked by a knock, bro. Holy fucking moly. Okay, that was good. Scares, 10 out of 10. Story, 10 out of 10. Creativity, 10 out of 10. It was a really good piece of art. I like what he did. You should read his description under his channel. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I want you to go check it out. But if you enjoyed, because I sure did, like I was saying, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for joining me, Chooms, in the afterlife, bro. It's scary down here, bro. I gotta get out of here sometimes, bro. That's where Minecraft comes in. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you on the next one, Chooms. Peace. I like doing zesty, fruity shit, bro. It's hilarious.